Okay, guys. Hope everybody's having a nice Friday. I know it's like just right after Thanksgiving, but I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know what you guys ate, but it better be turkey. Yeah, we're gonna continue with Powerwash Simulator because it's not only fun for me, but it's also kind of soothing, just relaxing and just cleaning stuff. Fried chicken. Really? You guys had fried chicken? Was that what you were mentioning when you said Jollibee? Did you have like Jollibee like during Thanksgiving? Because you weren't like a ham or a turkey person. All right, let's start this up. Oh yeah, huh? If you're new or if you're just joining in, feel free to follow Jury and subscribe to her if you want to be a VTuber. I think at this point it's become a staple in any stream. Yeah, I gotta mention this. Yeah, if you're new, you want to be a VTuber, you want to learn how to be a VTuber or make a VTuber model, or anything that strikes your fancy, then you can go subscribe to her. She has relatively chill streams, and she's, in general, a pretty nice person. Are you trying to say Jollibee? No, 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 it's Jollibee. It's supposed to be like this chicken from the Philippines, but like it's popular in both the West Coast and the East Coast, apparently. Yeah, I gotta turn down the sound. Otherwise, it's gonna be too loud. Okay, hopefully it's not that loud. If it is, you guys should tell me. I ate tofu turkey, trying to eat less meat. Uh-huh, less meat, huh? Okay, hold on. Maybe I need to turn it down a little bit, a smidge. I've never tried tofu turkey, but I know it exists for people who are trying to go vegan. Like when I was a kid, I always wondered what the hell the difference was between vegan and being a vegetarian. Until I think vegans are not supposed to like eat anything that comes from like an animal, so that includes milk. And a vegetarian is just like somebody who just eats vegetables and doesn't eat meat. You gonna make 240 for just showing up? I don't know, maybe. I could probably just like go out right now and I'd probably make $240. Milk, honey, sometimes it extends not wearing animal products. Yeah, it's kind of weird how we have our own like definitions and somehow it expands upon itself. Where you can be like a vegetarian but also vegan at the same time. Neutralities are, you're not vegan, are you? Because I take it that if you're eating tofu, like turkey tofu, like that must be like something that's... Language is ever evolving. Yeah, it definitely is. Vinny, it's not too loud, is it? Let me turn it down on my end because it's blasting my eardrums. It's super loud for me. Okay. And I think I can crank this up a little bit. No, it's fine. Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, somehow for you guys, it's like a lot quieter than when compared to when I stream something and I have to play through it. Like, it's a lot louder. Did you guys at least have a happy Thanksgiving? I know when I joined Jury's stream, she mentioned something about blackjack. So, yeah, I've never played blackjack before, so. The only time I ever played any card game of any kind was during high school. And I wasn't like the most popular kid in high school. I had like a small clique. I think that's what you would call it. Like a small clique of people that I'd hang out with. And we would hang out at like the back of the school and we'd play a couple card games. Not like blackjack or poker, but games like Uno. But we would never gamble anything. We never really would do that because we knew better than to like risk money when it comes to family or you know, friends. Not vegan or vegetarian. I still eat meat, but I'm slowly shifting towards vegetarian. I'd never be able to give up milk. For some people, they're lactose intolerant. So I'm assuming you're not lactose intolerant since you can drink milk. I did drink a lot with with the boys. Nice. Hopefully supervised. Because one of you guys have to drive the others home, right? See, it's all about safety. Yeah, I think for now what I'm gonna try and do is I found out the strategy to this game. We just gotta spray the surface off. Then we gotta do a deep cleaning. Usually we eat, but this year we decided to play some games for the whole family involving money. Yeah, for my family, the thing my dad always said that when it comes to money, it should never involve family because you can get yourselves in all kinds of trouble. Because mostly, like, when people say money is like what is it, the root of all evil, that I don't really believe. I think it's just like people's greed. But at the same time, if you owe somebody, that's pretty bad. So, when it comes to money, I never really borrow. I never really ask family members. And we don't really... Well, the thing about that, though, is like, when it comes to helping family, it's like, sure. Like, if you need a couple bucks, or you want to go out to eat, it's like, whatever. But the thing my dad said is, if a family member does need money, give it to them, but don't ask for anything in return. Just give it to them, if they truly need it. I think for me it depends for what it is. For the most part, my family is reasonable. A lot of families, like, the thing is, like, let me tell you guys something that I used to do. And this is something that's really taboo, and I've never told anybody this. But when I was a kid, I was a really spoiled and, well, I'd say bad to the bone. Like, actually really bad. So, when I was a kid, and I wasn't taught, like, the value of money, but this is, like, all my fault. When I was a kid, I did something really horrible that I regret even to this day. So back in second grade, we had this fundraiser where there was like a couple people that set up stalls to sell stuff to raise money. I forgot what the charity was for, but I took money out of my parents' wallet, which was supposed to be for rent, and I spent that money for the fundraiser to buy some stuff. And when they caught on to this, they wondered where the money went. And the school was suspicious how this one kid was able to spend this amount of money to buy stuff, and then that goes to the charity, right? Because no kid just shows up with like $800 and then buys all this stuff. So when my parents found out, they got out the, well, for Chinese people, it's like the feather duster. So they hit me with it, and that taught me a valuable lesson in not to, take other people's belongings. Yeah, they gave me quite a beating. And my mom warned me if I was to ever take money from them again, then I'd be sent to jail. So, but that isn't to say that my childhood was like all the best. Yeah, my dad worked like two jobs. So, when he did get stressed, he did used to beat me. When I say beat, I mean like sort of playfully beat. I don't mean like seriously hurt you, you know? I mean like when I was a kid, since I come from like an Asian oriented background, my dad didn't use like his fist. He used like a butcher's cleaver. So he would try to swing that on my legs, so to try and hit me. But he did it in like a playful way. I know it sounds extreme, okay, but it's not that. Don't. It's not like Tom and Jerry type stuff. But it's understandable because my parents were very stressed. Because my dad worked two jobs. He worked as a butcher, and at night he worked as a security guard. So, and one thing that he always did was he always provided for us, whether it be like food or like cooking and cleaning. He did all of that. My mom, on the other hand, she didn't really do that much. Basically, all she did was she looked after us, but she didn't know how to cook a single meal. It might be your fault, but it's slightly your parents forgetting to teach you the value of money. Yeah, I mean, there is that. Look, when I was a kid, I used to do a lot of stupid things, but most of you guys would never stoop to where I stooped, because I don't think most kids would steal like $800 and then spend like all that on on some like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. See, but now that I tell you guys, you know a little bit more about me. See, the more you know. See, when I was a kid, I stole like money, I stole a lot of stuff, but I also got bad grades. And I grew up, I learned from it. I still regret some of the things I did, obviously. But there's chances for everybody to change and, learn from their own mistakes. Yeah, nowadays I don't really do a whole lot of bad things because, you know, as an adult, it kind of hurts your credit score and, you know, among other things, your job and your welfare, your livelihood, and then every other thing. So, as a grown up, it hurts a lot more doing bad things than it is being a kid. Did you get a refund on the 800? No, that's long gone. That was when I was like, I think like 8 years old. Yeah, so it's been how long? It's been 18 years. So it's been 18 years since that fateful day. One time I bid $300 on something on eBay because I really wanted something. Yeah, a lot of people, they like to impulse buy. I know Finney spent like $300 on the Starfield collection that just came with a stupid watch. It doesn't even shoot lasers. So that was kind of lame. Hey Greenleaf, hope you're having a good day. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving? This is so foreign to me because I was always careful with money. That kind of reminds me of like a friend of mine. That's like the polar opposite of you. Yeah, her name's Anna, and she likes to spend a lot of stuff, like a lot of money on stuff. And she's pretty well off, okay? And when I say like well off, I mean actually well off to a point where she has like multiple houses. Because her parents are pretty rich. So she didn't, I wouldn't say she learned the value of money because she does a lot of impulse buying for Wizard 101. Like anything that gets updated in that game that has to do with like a microtransaction or a house or a pet or I don't know, anything that's like new, a bundle per se that costs like $40, she'll just buy it. And it's really weird to me because she says that no, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't do this, but she still does it. She doesn't really learn from doing those things. Even though I tell her that it's not worth it at all. How's my day? I'm doing great. I took the day off. And if you're like a member, then you should see like a new video up. But that video is gonna be uploaded in 2 days or so to everybody else. Much later in my teen years, I spent like my first $20 on League. Like the only time I've ever spent money, and I'd say I'm ashamed of this, was well actually that's not true. There are two occasions where I've spent money, and I've been ashamed of it. One is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and the other is in Genshin Impact. Yeah, Master Duel is like Duel Links. Everything has to be super expensive. But I like playing card games and strategy games, so I thought it was okay at the time. But looking at back at it now, it's like new decks just keep on releasing and they only ever get more expensive. And what's really difficult is like the meta changes. So yeah, the deck that you made before, it's like, oh well. I mean, it's still usable, but it's not really competitive in any way. I always feel like crap when spending on mobile games Yeah, that's how they get you, especially when it comes to mobile games. Like they'll lure you in. Like the thing is, the longer you play something, you're bound to eventually make a purchase of some kind, because in your mind, it's like the sunk cost fallacy. Since you spent so much time playing it, you might as well like purchase something, you know, because since you're playing that long, like you're bound to like make a purchase just due to that time length. But I'd say for me though, personally, it's really difficult to like make me want to buy something unless I like of like the whole sunk cost fallacy, where I have to spend lots of time playing one certain game. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna cut it. I think we need more power. Either that or we need to upgrade this power nozzle. Holy crap, there's so much stuff here. Oh yeah, what else? I wrote down some things so we can talk about, since I'm just gonna be spraying some water down here. And what was I gonna what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Have you guys ever watched the show called Invincible? I think it's called Invincible, isn't it? I know it's not called Omni-Man. Yeah, that show is really popular. But it made me think about this one question. If I were to pose to you guys, like, imagine you had like a friend with superpowers. Would you be afraid of their superpowers just because you know what they're capable of? I literally just watched all of it. Cause there's like one episode that reminds me of that. There's like one day you have like you have a friend, and then you discover you have powers, and then that friend gets scared of what you're capable of with your powers, so they stop being your friends. So that made me think, right? So if you know your friend's capable of hurting you, would you still be their friend, or would you just cast them aside? And don't say it depends on the power, okay? It could be a lame power for all that matters. Depends on what it is. I told you guys don't say that. It doesn't depend on what it is. It could be any power. It could be anything. People always hurt you. For me, though, here's the thing. Um, I don't mind being friends with somebody who's like special, but I'm willing to give anybody a chance. But if they fuck it up, then that's where I gotta draw the line. You guys know what I mean? You guys are gonna say, "Oh, but Froggies, you don't believe in second chances." Oh yeah, I mean, there's second chances, and then there's third chances, and then fourth chances, and five, six, seven, and eight chances. So, but for me, it's a one and done type of deal. If you mess up, then that's on you. But but I feel as though with time, then you know, it all can be sort of forgiven. Depends risk, balance, reward, or whether it is worth it. I don't know. For me, that doesn't really matter all that much. Like, there's like one superhero in the show called, I think it was Eve, and she can turn like anything she wants into any other object, as long as it isn't organic material. Like, she can turn a bowl of fruit into a golden apple that's worth like maybe a couple $1,000s. Yeah, all because she can change the atoms in an object to something else. So for me personally, I'd say it's okay to have a friend like that, even if they are dangerous. Because if you aren't gonna be their friend, you know who else is gonna be their friend, right? Probably not the government. Probably not any sort of organization. And the thing about being a superhero, or you know, having superpowers, that makes you a target because you're different and you have extraordinary capabilities. So obviously the government wants to take you in and research you. They're not going to let you go and roam free. In that case, I'd be okay. Even if I die, I at least know I'd be trauma for a superhero. Hmm. They will also hunt down their friends to get to them. Yeah, but I don't think legally they can do that. I don't think the government can go, you're forced to tell us where he is, or where they are, or we're gonna lock you up. You're gonna go to prison forever. Villains don't care. Hey Froggies, there's a song called Wizard 101 that came out yesterday. Oh, is that like the song the rapper I forgot. There's like so many fucking rappers these days. But apparently there's like a rapper that came out with a song called Wizard 101, and I like the cover looked like a man that was hunched down. I think he was like taking a shit. Let me see. Hold on. What was it? What was this called? Yeah, there's an album. There's an album song called Wizard 101. It's by Trippy Red and has 23,000 views already. Oh no no, it's an angel that's squatting down. Okay, I see now. but it's still kind of like a weird position. Well, let me show you guys what I mean. Hold on. It's so fucking. It's such a weird album cover art. Yeah, it's this song, right? Yeah, let me take a look at it. Did you guys hear anything? Can you imagine if I get copyright struck for that? I play like 1 second of it. We making it to Wizard City with this one. All three of your albums just came out with and are amazing. Hey, I mean, whatever brings attention to Wizard 101, right? I always wonder why people always say, like, I've been seeing this a lot. It's like we making it out of, like, the hood or something. I don't get that meme. We making it out of Wizard 101. We making it out of the video. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but rap music isn't my type of beat. I'm just gonna put that out there. Alright. Little Nas X made a tweet about Wiz a while back. Man, I don't know rappers nowadays, man. They always come out with like the strangest names. And they always like try to sound edgy for some reason. Hey Flame Bro, how are you doing? Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Alright, this is much faster. It's just so weird that all celebrities are talking about Wiz. I never expected it. Well, it's a game that everybody has played, or at one point has heard in their life. So I don't know why that's surprising. Like, it's a game that everybody at one point has heard of and probably played. Even though most people might not remember the name, they might know of it. They need to stand out to stay relevant like singers are. They reinvent themselves. I don't know. I don't really care that much about popularity and like, you know, staying relevant. I could hardly give a shit about staying relevant. Because the thing is, even if you get remembered somehow, like just think of it as like actors from like the 1950s and 40s and 60s. How many of you guys ever like go back and like when you take one good look at their names and go, oh, he was in this movie, I know him, that's Clark Gable, that's I don't know who else, but it's like there's not much of a point to stay relevant. I mean, yeah, it's for like money, sure, but majority of the time, people aren't gonna be remembered for one thing, because it's gonna be overshadowed by other people. And if you are gonna do something, then it has to be really revolutionary. That makes sense because Wizard 101 cards are always sold out in my area. I don't know. When I go to GameStop, it's always like a graveyard there with like the gravekeeper, the only one that's like keeping the shift alive. Yeah, it's just the cashier and he just stands there. But nobody ever goes to GameStop besides me, because I just want to check out like what's in the store and what they're trying to do. Because at one point GameStop stock was like at I don't know, like $2,000 since Reddit hyped it up. But when we talk about money, it kind of reminds me of the Morbius movie. It's a really old movie, but a lot of people fondly remember it as like a really bad one that got memed on so hard that Sony decided to release it a second time, expecting like people to watch it, but it ended up flopping. So when we talk about money, it's kind of funny because not all attention is good attention. Holy crap, this is dirty. Oh my god, it's gonna take a long time cleaning all this. My GameStop has a lot of Nintendo figures. There's this really expensive Samus Aran figure that I wish they would sell to me. Or were they holding it for somebody? Because I know GameStop does that. No, it's just a display. That's really odd. Because whenever I go to GameStop, and this was like 4 years ago, I would always like pick out some items that I think are really old and probably not in the system anymore. So when I go to checkout, like when they scan it, it's either for like 1 cent or it's like they don't even bother and they just give it to me. So I feel like if it's really old enough, maybe the Samus figure, you could probably just get it for free. Unless it's in the system. Just think about the happy children. Man, fuck the children. What have the children ever done for me? The Samus figure is as big as me. There's no way I'm getting it cheap. There's a really nice website that you guys, if you're interested in, like you can buy a lot of anime figures, basically like a lot of stuff like on the cheap. It's called Deep Discount. Yeah, you can find a lot of deals on there. Not just like on like music, but also collectibles. But it's also mainly collectibles that have been like overflowed, like based on the inventory because they're not selling it or selling as much. So You can get it really cheap. It's a life-size figure. Hey, look, you got Finny talking. He must really like Samus. Finny wants to play Fortnite. Yeah, he wants to play Fortnite. He doesn't want to join in on this action here. He's too cool to clean up the playground. So instead, he just makes a mess and then leaves me to attend to this. But I gotta say, we're getting there. And the funny thing is, we haven't made any money cleaning all this yet. So... yeah, in 40 minutes, we haven't made a single dollar. But we'll get it. What was Finny doing in the playground? I don't know, he probably shit himself and, you know, he leaked all over the playground. That's probably why all the kids abandoned this. Yeah, they gotta call the hazard crew. But the mayor couldn't afford it, so they called the Powerwash team. What the fuck? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. What did you do to this place? You know what would have been really helpful? If I had extra people. Because then we can get this job done quicker. Yeah, it would have been nice to have some AI companions. Like, they don't have to do, like, a deep washing. They could just, like, clean the surface area. This playground looks like post-Taco Bell. Well, supposedly, it was because of, like, a giant volcano that erupted. But, because the other day, I think Crusader said this, that supposedly there's, like, a huge volcano somewhere off in the distance that erupts occasionally. So it covers, like, everything. But the park doesn't have any ash. So that's kind of unexplainable. Yeah, the rest of the park is pretty clean. So I don't know how this got to this state. Unless the volcano specifically chose this as their target nuke site. Maybe it's a restoration progress. You know, I'm gonna be fair to you guys. I'm gonna say that this is like a horse that deserves to be shot between the eyes behind a barn. Okay? When it gets to this current state, I believe you should demolish it because it becomes a public health hazard. There's no fencing. There's no yellow tape. There's not even any caution tape. So in that regard, it's better to just take this down and rebuild a new playground. Better yet, if there's like a volcano nearby, just move somewhere else. Don't build a town near a volcano. Don't do that. Ah, he goddamn soccer ball. Oh, it won't move. Okay, there we go. You gotta get deep behind the cracks and the crevices. Man, you really gotta give this a deep clean. But to live in a dangerous place? Crazy advice? I know, it seems crazy, I know. But it just might save people's lives, alright? If people didn't come up with some crazy ideas, then we wouldn't get to where we are. Like the creation and the invention of penicillin as medicine. Soil near volcanoes is great for farming, which is why towns are built near them. You know what else is great for fertilizer and soil? Human bones. Yeah, you get covered up by lava, get buried by it, and then nature will take its course and just reap its rewards. It will suck you dry of your nutrients. So just let the lava bury you. You know it'll be great for historians. Yeah, they like a good scoop. Volcano erupts, kills 200 people. What does this mean for ecological farming? I often wonder what our society will look like in 1,000 years. Well, to me, it's very simple to solve that. Because I take a look at history, and I compare it to now. Although, okay, I will say this. If you guys ever watch Back to the Future, you will know that we don't have hoverboards. So, yeah. Maybe eventually in 100 years or so we might have that technology, but not yet. Yes, we do. Hoverboards? When I say like hoverboards, I don't mean like the skateboards that, you know, you just... Like, they're not hoverboards. They're just like a board with wheels that you can kind of control. The water ones. Hold on, let me show you guys what I mean by like hoverboards. Hold on. I don't mean this, okay? I don't mean this shit. Like, what is this? This is basically somebody's idea of like making a race car, but they decided to take away like two of the wheels, so instead they just make you balance this like on top of this. That's not a hoverboard. This is a hoverboard. Hoverboards do exist like Back to the Future. Okay, well, you know, they do exist. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Hold on, let me take a look at this.
It never seemed fair that only Michael J. Fox had one, that hoverboard in Back to the Future.
I need to borrow your hoverboard.
Who could forget Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future? That great getaway on board his hoverboard. Many of us wanted one ourselves. Well, tonight, what was Back to the Future is now here.
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me.
Tonight, the new images just released by Lexus. a skateboarder floating several inches above the pavement.
Man, I fucking hate it when companies play cringe-ass music.
A project 18 months in the making, beginning in Texas.
Going around the corner as fast as we could, and then we started setting up the jump and making it higher, and making the gap bigger, and we progressed quick, really quick.
Tonight here, the science revealed. Here's how it works. Superconductors, bathed in liquid nitrogen inside the board, create a powerful magnetic field. And beneath the board, a track embedded with magnets, creating their own magnetic field. When the two fields combine, they...
What the fuck? Why did it go 2 times faster? Okay, I see. So, it does exist, but have you guys ever seen it on the streets? I thought not.
repel one another, creating that lift. The kind of science that made Marty McFly fly.
It's cool. Thanks for watching tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow. Good night.
Nice. That was good. That was good. So we do have it, but it's expensive as fuck. So I have, but some rich kid has it. Oh yeah, okay, let me see. Look up water hoverboard. Sure, why not? Yeah, we should start implementing video community night. Oh, is this what you mean? This thing? This thing just has like jetpack propellers just attached to the board, so it makes you fly upwards. Or do you mean something else? Like, it's weird because this has like a hose attached to it. Like, it just makes it less cool. But I understand it's there for like safety. Nope, that is it. Oh yeah, this thing, huh? Yeah, that's the thing I talked about. It's with the propellers and then like the hose like attached to it. Yeah, I don't really want to do reaction content, so I'll just take like little snippets here and there. Yeah, it's this thing. This thing is supposed to propel you upwards. It acts like a gardening hose. And then that's the board. Alright. That's good. Oh, that'd be cool, though. Imagine if they had, like, a jetpack just, like, propelled by water. Like, in this game. So you could just, like, fly up and then spray water down. So you don't have to get, like, really up high. I don't even know how you do that. Yeah, how are you supposed to clean that? Like, if you're, like, down here. Super Mario Sunshine? I'm gonna be honest and say I'm not a Super Mario fan. The only Mario games I liked are just the 64 and then every other 3D Super Mario game. The 2D ones are just kinda... I don't know, they're just a little too old for me. But I understand that why some people like it. So I do like Super Mario Sunshine, just not like the older 2D games. My first ever Mario game was Super Mario 3D Land. Super Mario 3D Land. Never heard of it. Let me look that up. I might as well do that. Super Mario 3D Land. You know, one of these days, I always worried about like searching up stuff because you guys are just gonna suggest something and then all of a sudden porn pops up. So I gotta start implementing like safety features just in case that ever happens. Not that I give a shit about demonetization. It's whatever. But still, I don't want you guys to see some pretty phallic nasty stuff. Oh, this is on the 3DS. Google has an automatic safe search thing now. What happens if I search porn? Is it still safe search? Yeah, where's your safe search now, Finny? It kind of reminds me of I was at Jury's stream and we were playing Gartic Phone, and there was like one guy that had some sort of, I think, Spanish. Yeah, let me translate that. I forgot what it was, but it had something to do with when I translated it, it had something to do with like person and then ass. And when I searched it up because I didn't know what to draw for Gartic Phone, it like when I searched like the images since I had to draw it, the first image and then every other image was like somebody's ass. So yeah. So I don't know how safety works like in a different language, but yeah, that's kind of dangerous as well. Yeah, imagine you don't know the word ass in Spanish or like ass in Chinese and you just searched up those characters or those words. So I don't think the safety feature works all that well. It's the internet, everything is dangerous. Yeah, that is true. But still, I mean, a lot of things can still trip you up. Oh my god, look at that clean stegosaurus. So pristine. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. There. This stream is dangerous? Yeah, it's very dangerous because we're 15% of the way there. Which also means you can save 15% or more on Geico. Oh yeah, going back to like the Wizard 101 thing. Did you guys listen to the song? It had some lyrics that I expected out of like what would rappers say. Nope. You guys want me to play the song? I mean, I could like I could like unlist the VOD. I can private it. I wouldn't risk it. No. Is this because you guys don't like rap music? Okay, we'll look at the lyrics, alright? Because I'm genuinely curious. One of the lyrics involve like the N-word. So we don't want YouTube coming after you? Aw, that's so sweet. But you don't have to worry, alright? I'm a big boy. That's so sweet. Alright, what is it? What was it called? Wizard 101 rap song. Oh, there's some other Wizard 101 rap songs. Why? Interesting. Oh, there's like somebody that made a video. Well, there's like 2 people that made a video on this. Famous rapper mentions Wizard 101. Trippy Red just mentioned the drop Wizard 101 what? Like, come on, guys. I don't think that's like huge news. So I saw on like the Wizard 101 on YouTube. There's like some YouTubers that made like videos on like the new screensaver. I was like, damn. I mean, is that actually news? Okay, alright, let's take a look at the lyrics, because I am interested. Here it is. This is the trusty news source. Genius.com. Damn, look at all this. We are starved for content in Wiz. I don't know. For me, like, I just post things that I think is fun, or if it's like something that I think is actually newsworthy. Yeah, maybe Jury can wrap this. If I remember correctly, she said she studied like rap, and then how it's like positioned and this and that. Yeah, she learned the flow. I also remember that she was gonna make like a rap video, but that was like some time ago. I don't know if she did make one. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this, because if I do, that's just gonna be cringe. But I'm gonna like look at some lines and maybe get those out, or like say them, because that's the only thing that stands out to me. I'm with a bitch, she a witch. I'm in a dungeon in the Margiela shoes. Get a better pair. Better get a pair. You better get in there. Keep me a shop. Keep me a chop. I shoot anywhere. I don't give a fuck. I don't ever care. I like that line. That one's pretty good. I think that's a line everybody should follow. I know that I'm real, and it's not fair. I'm aiming the chopper if the devil is near. I'm out in the jungle with the lions and bears. See the headlights and get hit like a deer. My money grown. I grew me a beard. Still on that young N-word shit. Gets the shears. What? Shears? Drape me in diamonds and my fucking silk. Damn. I wonder, is there like any person out there that just like makes a song that isn't rap? Like based on like a video game? Because every single one that I've seen are just people making rap songs. They don't like make like melodies or whatnot. No, all of them are rap. Damn, that's kind of sad. Not that I don't like rap, but I think there should be some variety. That bitch call me Link. Got the iron and shield. Ain't no Nobu for me. I'm a dine in the hills. It's Call of Duty. Yeah, it's Call of Duty, guys. Get the fuck down. He's got a gun. Quick. Use the storm blast. He was straight in the Delu. Leave him dead at the shelf. Leave him dead. Give him shells. What? I don't know why, but reading rap, it just sounds weird. Like, maybe if you rap it out, it just sounds better, but like, if you just like read it on its own, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. Maybe shells mean like gun shells. Knock his brain out his shell. Roll this dope in the shell. Use the trap out of shell. Nice. They want war, we get it done. Choppa squad get a gun. I got sticks up in the ride, boy like Wizard 101. Deaf wizard on him. Yeah, Icewood in Montclair. I'm in the dungeon in these Margallera shoes. I'm with a bitch, she a woo. Rub on her butt, I pull on her hair. What the fuck? She on my nuts, grow you a pair. Man, these lyrics, I will say, they are something. Alright, that is something. These are some... These are some, they are lyrics. One of the lyrics of all time. 2023 has been good for Wiz celebrities talking about it. Okay, that's nice. Nice, alright. Back to cleaning. I think even Lizzo mentioned Wiz at one point. Man, everybody, when I say like everybody has played Wizard 101 at one point in their lives, or has heard about it. Like it's like very similar to other games as well, like RuneScape, or MapleStory. Like, have you guys ever heard of those games, RuneScape and MapleStory? I know you might not have played them, but you know of them. Daniel Radcliffe said he played Wiz and RuneScape. Yeah, and you know why? Because they were in the same generation as us. So, they're people, right? Yeah, they're people like you and me. It's just that they have a special gift, they have a special talent that they excelled at. But it's nice that Wiz is getting attention, because since it's getting put in the spotlight, then maybe it'll attract a bit more people to play the game, but also maybe for recognizing its faults, and hopefully that changes, because like the game in its current state, there's just like a lot of things that's wrong with it. He said he prefers Wiz, but he hasn't played in a while. Have you played Moshi Monsters? I've heard of it, but I haven't really played it. That's the one with like cute little fur balls, right? Kinda. Yeah, you guys get what I mean. I wish they'd bring back Tamagotchi. No, I don't wish anybody would bring back Tamagotchi. And you know why? Because this is a very simple thing. If a pet needs to get feed every single hour, and it has to play that stupid sound, I'm just gonna throw it out. Like, if the Tamagotchi... I've had a couple Tamagotchi in the past, and I was like, I can't take this shit no more. So I threw them away. Yeah, even my brother and sister had Tamagotchi. Like, I know it's supposed to teach you responsibility as, like, a kid. You know, because since you have a virtual pet, you're supposed to take care of it, but my god. Like all the pets I had were just so demanding. Which taught me a valuable lesson. If I'm not ready for a pet, then I ain't gonna own a pet. Which to this day, I still don't own a pet. So... I forget, did I read this? I had the Pikachu Tamagotchi. Pikachu Tamagotchi, huh? It's been a while since Nintendo gave licenses to anything. That kind of surprises me a little bit. Did you hear that they might be making an EV Ferrari? Nowadays, I feel like Nintendo will do anything. Even if it doesn't really do anything for the majority of the public. So I haven't heard that they made like EV Ferraris, but like yeah, it sounds good on paper, but who's gonna buy it exactly, right? Like I'm not gonna buy it. I don't have that kind of money. Like are you gonna buy it? Now, if they make it affordable, that would be pretty cool. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade added Goku to the lineup. Yeah, I saw that they also added One Piece and Luffy. So, but Luffy had a malfunction, so he crashed into like a tree, I think, and his hat deflated. But I thought what was most surprising was the announcers getting their names right. Because usually when people announce stuff, they announce like things incorrectly. Like during the Game Awards, there was like one fuck up where Genshin Impact was supposed to win the Game Awards for mobile games, but the announcer said Genshin Impact. Dragon Ball and One Piece are a worldwide phenomenon now. Yeah, but at like one time or another, there were people calling, I don't know, the main character Ruffy or Luffy. But I think what really helped One Piece reach a wider audience was with the Netflix adaptation. Have you guys watched it? We've had Pikachu in that parade for decades, and it took them this long to add Goku and Luffy. Yeah, Pokemon just appeals to mostly everybody, though. With like anime, it's really difficult. We still don't have Naruto or Bleach parade balloon. Well, Naruto did it to themselves, alright? They shot themselves in the foot. And Bleach, on the other hand, has like 60% filler. So it already deserves no balloons. Though I can kind of see why they don't have balloons. Only $280 for all of that work? No, it's not $280. It's a big $40. Well, $42. Because I just realized that at the time, it was basically based on our balance, and it just adds the money. So, yeah, when we started, we had 240. So, it took us an hour and maybe and a half just to make $42. Isn't that cool? It's like working a real life job. Yeah, like it or not, guys, we gotta work hard to get our money. Oh, I wonder if we can play on the slide. Hold on. Whee! Holy shit, that was so awesome! Let's do it again. Woo! Oh my god! Oh, I wonder if we can get the ball up there. Is that New York? Probably. Man, this ball's so stubborn. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. I want to see if it has any physics. This is kind of a waste of time, but we have to know. Oh, God, no! Ah, stop going in the corner, bitch! Stop. Okay, there we go. This is the real boss of this level. The ball. The hidden boss. Alright, chat, I gotta sleep. Have a nice rest of your evening. Hey, have a good night, Flame Bro. You gotta stay? That's okay if he wants to miss the ball launch. We're gonna be having the real fun. Okay, it's not getting up there. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not gonna try because there's no point. I think what I should do is I think I should just like rinse everything off, and then I can go back and get the grime off. Because at the very least, we can still make a little bit of money first. And our 2 hours aren't for nothing. Oh, that reminds me. So I made a video this week that's gonna get released on Sunday for every other person besides members who get it early. I wanted to see how many games Game Ago made, because since Wizard 101's the company that's the game that's like under Game Ago now instead of King's Isle, I wanted to see how bad Game Ago as a company is. So I looked at some of the games that they've acquired and some of the games that they developed, and it's a pretty long resume of games that have gone under. Not really like anything to write home about, but just a lot of games that aren't like remembered very fondly or remembered very well or had any lifespan whatsoever. But there are games out there that are technically still alive, but they're dying. The Wiz has outlasted them. I don't know about that. I don't know about outlasting them. That remains to be seen in the next couple of years. But as far as like right now goes, the game right now is fine. It's okay. But the main reason why it's okay is because of the community. Okay? The reason why it's fine in its current state is because of the community. And why because of that, it's mostly because of people posting either on social media and making content on it and everything else in between. But if that were to stop someday, then the game would truly die. So you might get a couple people that are wondering what the game is currently in its current state, so they might like revisit it, but eventually, like all games, it's gonna have to fall. Yeah, currently right now there's like there's Rift and there's Trove. So Rift is already dead. Well, it's not exactly dead. It has like a couple people. It has like 10 people. So and then we have Trove. It has like I think 800 people concurrently playing. And we have Fiesta Online, which I think has about 20 people playing concurrently. But that's on the Steam like charts from what I've seen. Yeah, but the thing about Game Ago is they don't have a game that's necessarily successful under their belts. And that's the main problem. So, it's hard to bank on Wizard 101 being the one that's gonna come in clutch to maybe save your company and hopes it succeeds. A lot of people are trying to say the game died a long time ago and they actually think no one plays it. Oh, that's not true. A lot of people still play it. When I say a lot, I mean the community that's there and still talks about it, still plays it. But it's not dying or anything. Not necessarily. And you guys know why? Because the people are funding it. Yeah, they're buying into the microtransactions. That's why they keep releasing loot boxes. Because people keep buying them. If something makes money, it's like, why stop it, right? But from a customer perspective, if it's like immoral, when it involves like children playing it, then yeah, there's something definitely to be said there. And don't get me started on the free game Andes. These same people also think World of Warcraft is the best thing since sliced bread. I don't mind World of Warcraft, it's okay. It's just a lot of people that have played these games, they've just been accustomed to pay membership at this point. So, like when you play WoW for like many years, it's like it's whatever, you know, it's been in place for the past 20 something years. Yeah, there's no stopping the subscription model. Same with Final Fantasy 14. It's because people already know that you have to pay it, and they've been doing it for many years. I wouldn't mind if the game was free. When I say free, I mean like most areas of the game that are free should be. Like, my argument, though, is like when we're talking about free games die really fast without a dedicated fan base that's willing to buy $300 cosmetics. Yeah, but there's also an argument to be made that there should be more free areas in the game to give you a taste of what it's like, to entice people to buy into the game, right? I made the argument before that if I get like a small piece of bread, a small crumb, I'm not gonna take the crumb. I want like the whole piece of bread. I didn't pay for a single piece of crumb. I don't want that. It's like getting a Costco sample. Yeah, except in this case, it's the sample is just way too small. Like I haven't gotten like the proper taste for it. How do I know it's good? So that's my argument. I need to be able to get like a better taste, a better smell, for me to make my decision to buy it, right? Like personally, I'm fine with the subscription model. You get to pay like $10 a month for the game, and you get access to all the areas. But like obviously there just needs to be more things to do for free. Especially like Wizard City. Like obviously you need access to like all of Wizard City because it's the world you start out in. Man, I've been talking so much, I've just sat here and not just like tasted or drank anything. I need to relax a little bit. Sometimes I talk too much for my own good. My argument against making Wizard free, 100% free to play is this: making the game free completely with no membership will inflate crown prices to cover their losses. I don't mind if there is membership, but but there needs to be more areas that are just free to people to try. Because I made this argument in the video as well, that unlike WoW or like Final Fantasy, you're not locked into anything. Like when I say locked into anything, it's like you're not you still get to play the game if you don't have membership. Whereas with WoW or Final Fantasy, you don't get to play the game anymore if you achieved like a level 30 or level 20. And at that point you're just not allowed to log in or get into the game. At least Wiz lets you log in. Damn, what do you guys know? We're already 30% of the way there. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy crap. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we can get this in like 2 hours. I think this is gonna take a lot longer. Hold on, there were some other things that I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah, this one. So, when I was like browsing YouTube for Wizard 101 research, I came across like a video of somebody that made a fan project for Part 101 of a new world. And it was Darkmoor. Yeah, they made 2 hours of content in the span of like a couple months. Yeah, they made a whole entire world. And King Zhao couldn't even make a single world in that time. And yet some random person did. Hold on, let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me show you guys where it is. What was it called? Alright, 101 Darkmoor. Yeah, this one. This is the video.
Felt disappointed in you, Captain. You knowingly assisted in starting the war.
Yeah, this one guy made a fan project and made an entire world in only a couple months with AI and some people that voiced like the NPCs. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, and King Zhao can't even make one world or much less anything besides side content. Like, it's so odd. Like, why not just hire these people, right? Why not just like hire them and then just like they might not even like need to get paid for this. You could probably just use this. Just ask for their permission. Right? Just ask them, "Oh, can we just borrow this?" And they'll be like, "Sure, why not?" Wiz is their moneymaker. Pirate got tossed to the side to save money after shutting down their mobile departments. I don't know why they keep trying to get into the mobile market. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. They made like 20-something mobile games. You'd think by then they should learn, but they haven't. Like, if it financially fucks up one of your games the first time, don't do it a second time. But if you do it a second time, don't do it a third time. But they kept doing it for 20 consecutive games. They kept Grub Guardian at least. Yeah, but Grub Guardian, it's only on the App Store for Apple. It's not on the Google Play Store. So I can't play it on Android. That's my gripe with it. Unless you downloaded the app beforehand, before they removed it from the Google Play Store, then you could possibly play it on an Android, but I haven't found a way to do that. You used to be able to play it on KI free games. Yeah, but KingsOut put their foot down. They were like, you know what? There will be no kids today that will have any fun at all. We're gonna put a stop to this. There will be no laughter. There will be only tears. It's like, I know you paid like 399 crowns for all this stuff, and maybe like 2,000 crowns for these maps, but you're never gonna see them again. Be lucky that you get to have a home to come home to. I got so many energy elixirs from playing Grub Guardian. I used to play a bit of Grub Guardian just for the rewards. That was like the only thing that enticed me to play. I didn't really give a shit about like the maps. It's like after you've seen one, and then you basically seen them all. Damn, who knew spraying water could be this fun? Man, damn. I wish it would rain right about now. But I do like games like these, just so I can talk to you guys. Whereas if I play something like Hitman, I don't get that time to think. So I can't really do anything. I mean, I can try to talk, but it's not going to be like a cohesive sentence. Okay. One game I've been waiting for was GTA 6. Cuz I heard it's going to be really good. At least from like the leaks. I heard a lot of people are hyped up about it. Saying that it might surpass GTA 5 or meet expectations. That's not a high bar, Froggies. I mean, GTA 5 was pretty good for its time. It's like 10 years old, isn't it? I remember one time I played, I think it was like GTA Vice City, where like at the time the 3D universe had like all these special cars that you could jack from missions. And they could either be like bulletproof or explosion proof or just damage proof. Like outright you can't really destroy them unless you flip them over. So I used to collect like all these cars I found, like just based off of a guide. But I would never use them. Like they looked cool and you could drive them around, but my problem was whenever you did, they would just despawn. So there was not much of a point to use them. I'm still waiting on Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, that's also another thing Bethesda is coming out with. I don't really have like high hopes for it because I don't have any idea on like the location. Because I know Skyrim takes place in basically Tamriel, so, and then Morrowind takes place in Morrowind, and Skyrim is just, and Oblivion takes place in the Somerset Isles. I think. No, not Somerset Isles. Where does it take place? Cyrodiil. It takes place in Cyrodiil. And then the older Elder Scrolls games, they were really clunky, but a lot of people liked it because the map was like huge, and it was randomly generated. But not many people know about them. Because they like playing the 3D ones. Yeah, it's like similar to Fallout, right? Not that many people who like Fallout like the original Fallout games. Like Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. Because they were from a top-down perspective, right? But I think it has like a certain appeal to it because like when I think of Fallout, it just has that immersion from like a top-down perspective that you're truly alone in a wasteland and in like this isometric plane. But that's what I really liked about Fallout. Speculation that it will be in Hammerfell. Hammerfell, huh? Hammerfell. Isn't that like where the Red Guards live? Yes. Nice. The only thing I know about Hammerfell is the Ankara. I think that's what it's called. The Red Guards. And what else? Oh, and they worship the dead. But they honor the dead. Yeah, the only things I know about like Elder Scrolls is just from like the online game. Yeah, that and maybe seeing what the Elder Scrolls community is up to. I only hope they don't nerf Argonians again. In Elder Scrolls Online, Argonians aren't terrible. I don't think they are. They're okay. To me, in that game, race matters very little. It's like maybe about a 1 to 2% difference. Yeah, people claim it's like a 1 to 2% difference, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I think if you like something, then you should just go play it. Or just go with the class. Well, yeah, but I forget. You're a min-maxer, right? Yeah, so it might be important if you really want to min-max, then race could be like one distinct thing. Argonians in Oblivion were immune to disease and 75% resistant to poison. They dropped to 50% resistance. What I do know about a lot of people who play Skyrim is they usually go with like the range class and they go stealthy with like a bow and they shoot from afar. So before the enemy can get to them, they're practically already dead. So that's what I think of when I see Skyrim and like other Elder Scrolls games. People just like crouching and then shooting an arrow and insta-killing like enemies. But maybe I don't know, some people play it different. Maybe they use swords and they use like great hammers or great axes. I just went with pure mage, no stuff, just fiery explosions. When I first played Skyrim, I just went like nuts to butts, like full on confrontation. So whoever got in my way, I just bashed them with a sword. But after a while, it got old. But you know what makes me wonder about Skyrim? So, if Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out, does that mean people will drop Skyrim? That's one thing I'm curious about. Because the game a lot of people play it even though it's very old. So if they come up with a new Elder Scrolls game, does that mean they're gonna drop the game they've played for 10 years? Or are they just gonna completely not like bother with it? I still play Oblivion. Oblivion. I'm trying to dig through my mind and see what I remember from Oblivion. I remember it had like a good magic system. Because you could like mix and match spells of like some type and then create a new spell. But that's from what I've read. I don't really know for sure. So one thing Oblivion has a leg up on for Skyrim is its ability spellcasting system. Oh, that and summons. See, I might not know a lot about the game, but I do read up on this stuff. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy's soiled like you wouldn't believe. Okay. Let me see. Let me try saving this first. And then I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can. Hold on. I wanted to see if I can do other missions. You can make your own spell in Oblivion. You can also hurt ghosts with magic or without magic or magic weapons. Isn't that the same thing in Skyrim? It'd be weird if you could hit a ghost with a sword. You would expect it to phase through it, right? Okay, let me do this. And then the next time we can try finishing the playground, because I don't think we can tackle that today. But we are halfway done. This is probably the easiest $100 that I'll ever make. No, in Skyrim you can smack anything with a sword? Really? There's like a couple other things that I wanted to talk about, but it's kind of slipped my mind. Since we were talking about Skyrim and Oblivion, and then other Elder Scrolls games. Yeah, maybe I might come across it at some point. Oblivion is rumored to be getting a remake. I mean, do you want a remake or do you want Elder Scrolls 6? I think you have to pick or choose. I don't think Todd Howard's gonna be like, oh, this is just gonna work. We're gonna have both teams work on both of the games. Yeah, hold your horses. Oblivion's gonna be the one next in line. Both is good? You can't have both. That's not allowed. Not in today's gaming landscape. It's either... Okay, tell you what. You can have both, but they're both gonna be shit. So... Would you rather have a good game, or would you rather have a shitty game that's unfinished? Like the new Walking Dead, what is it, Destiny's game. I think that's what it's called, Walking Dead Destinies. That's all the games these days. Yeah, but the thing about it is, like, making games cost a lot of money. But more importantly, quality costs money. Unless you're an indie developer, then it's a little bit easier. But if you're a AAA studio, then you have a lot to expect. And a lot to pay for when it doesn't go as well as you planned. Nice. Alright, what's missing? This golf cart's looking spick and span. Alloy wheels. Alright. Where's the alloy wheels? My library has games, so I don't have to pay for anything. I can just ask them to get one for me. What? Seat mounting. Oh. Oh, alright, nice. We made a crisp $170, I think. I forgot I had the def counter on here. Libraries have video games now? Is that surprising? No, it's not that surprising. I mean, my library at the time, at least to my knowledge, it has manga and videos that are rated PG-13. So it doesn't exactly surprise me. I thought you meant something else for libraries. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point. What do you guys think? Yeah, we accomplished a lot today. We cleaned half of a playground that Finny hasn't come back to. Maybe when we clean it, he can go play on the playground again. And we cleaned the mayor's golf cart, right? That's good. We made significant progress. Yeah. Hold on, let me go to the other screen. The ambiance is kind of scary, isn't it? Okay, guys. This was pretty fun. For what it is. It's just... I just read chat, but my library only had board games. Really? Board games, huh? That sounds fun. My library never had board games. All we had was, you were able to rent some video games and a couple manga volumes of either One Piece, Bleach, or... I think Fruit Basket. That's a manga, right? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, if you're new, feel free to come join our Discord. You can make a new friend. You can go talk there and, you know, rant. We have our very own rant corner, so you can release your inner demons and tell the whole world your secrets. Oh, and if you want to be a VTuber, or you want to aspire to be one, or learn what it's like to be a VTuber, you can go follow Jury. Yeah, just click the link above and subscribe to her. Yeah, she's gonna make some fantastic videos. I can see it. Alright. I can picture it right now. Yeah, probably like an hour length. Another video ain't gonna come out until the next month. Well, I mean, maybe you might get it out early. Who knows? There's always that possibility. But I'm sure she's gonna knock it out of the park. Alright, she's gonna make it amazing. Because from what I've seen, she edits really well, especially for her first video. That's quite an astounding feat. Not everybody's first video turns out that well. All right. Yeah. Okay. I will see you guys next Wednesday. We're gonna play the new Wizard 101 updates. Yeah, we're gonna put my spin on it. As always, we're gonna try and make it a challenge, but I ain't gonna tell you guys what it is. Okay, yeah, so you guys are gonna see that on Wednesday. Alrighty, if there's nothing else, I will see you guys on Wednesday. Hope you take care, and I have a good night. Oh my god, not a challenge. You bet your ass it's a challenge. You guys are gonna like it. You guys are gonna enjoy it. Okay?